This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Government and environmental officials working on the plan of action to tackle the emergence of the poisonous and deadly cane toad. It was first reported last month, but now officials want to get rid of it as soon as possible.
Those on the front line include the Bahamas National Trust, the Department of Environmental Health, herpetologist Sandra Buckner, and the Department of Agriculture. Now, this was a story brought to you on Thursday, and Jiminy DeSwain tells us tonight what authorities know at this point.
Nobody knows exactly how it entered the country, but it was first reported to the Bahamas National Trust by a Lightfoot Key resident on August 8th. The cane toad is found in urban areas around homes, gardens, and in ponds. Its female toad can produce up to 30,000 eggs, possibly twice a year. Environment Minister Ken Dorset said officials are now in the process of assessing the scale of invasion. He said a rapid assessment conducted on September 2nd suggests that the cane toad is confined to the Lightfoot Key area.
Based solely on anecdotal reports, some residents are claiming to have first seen them since December 2012. However, there is one unconfirmed report dating back almost 4 years ago.
In most instances, the skin of toads can cause rashes, but in the case of the cane toad, it can prove lethal for small animals. These preventative measures should be employed not only for animals, but humans as well.
If toxins get on human skin, an open wound, or their eyes, seek medical attention immediately. With respect to your pets, look out for drooling, head shaking, crying, loss of coordination, and in more serious cases, convulsions.
The cane toad has bumpy, warty skin and will not be found climbing walls or trees. Adult females can reach as much as 10 inches in length. The male cane toads are generally smaller with rougher skin, and it's able to produce the toxins from the glands behind its eyes.
To control the species, all life stages have to be captured and or killed. The eggs and tadpoles will be killed chemically by treating them in ponds where they are visible, and the adults will be captured in traps and killed.
For the cane toad task force, the focus is now assessing the scale of invasion, management, and control. However, the ultimate goal is eradication of this alien invasive species. Jiminy DeSwain, ZNS Network News.
Representatives of the Cancer Society of the Bahamas and the People-to-People program of the Ministry of Tourism collaborating to make the dreams of an American couple a reality.
Carla Palmer reports on the duo who's being treated to a first-class Bahamian experience.
Visitors Dave and Cindy Bozensky of Charlotte, North Carolina arrived in New Providence Wednesday morning on board the Carnival cruise liner. The trip marks their 34th wedding anniversary and at the same time celebrates the life of Cindy, an 11-year cancer survivor.
It was anal cancer, and it had moved to the lymph node and was spreading rapidly, and it was horrific. I wanted to crawl in the bottom of a closet, pull a blanket over my head and die.
Cindy is now a living testimony that with faith, a loving family and friends, all things are possible. At the thought of almost losing his wife of more than 3 decades, Dave was reduced to tears.
It was hard, but I'm glad for every day.
With her condition now in remission, Cindy was somewhat at a loss for words at the surprise plans for her. A well-kept secret by her husband, who communicated for months with President of the Cancer Society of the Bahamas and Ambassador of the People-to-People program, Laverne Wildgoose.
I just want to make her day very special and memorable.
While here in New Providence, Cindy will be treated to the finest in Bahamian cuisine, visit the Cancer Society, as well as the Atlantis Resort. I'm Carla Palmer for ZNS Network News.
A local nonprofit organization giving back to the community in a special way. For the 8th consecutive year, the ladies of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated have donated a variety of school supplies to thousands of students around the capital. A special presentation took place at the Anatole Rogers High School today, and accepting on behalf of the school was a representative of the administrative team and Vice Principal Mrs. Teresita Forbes. Sorority President Tasia Lloyd says it's the second year they have presented school supplies to special needs students at the school.
In just a matter of days, a new Miss Universe Bahamas will be crowned. And the lead up to the pageant, ZNS News will feature 4 contestants each night. Tonight, we get to know Crystal Glinton, Rochelle Alexandra, Vandia Sands, and Tayshay Monet Smelly.
I decided to enter Miss Bahamas because I saw this as an opportunity for me to express myself. I saw this as an opportunity to go and promote my platform, which is cervical and breast cancer awareness in the Bahamas. I tend to be a very shy person. I want to use this beautiful experience to get myself out there and to allow persons to really know who I am.
It's always been a dream of mine to be Miss Bahamas and to represent the Bahamas at Miss Universe. And after competing last year, I was encouraged by my family and friends to give it another try.
My platform is Girls Making Their Mark, and that's directed towards youth. And that idea was presented to me by a gentleman that lives in Texas, and we have a program that we're going to launch in October called Girls Making Their Mark. And the whole idea is to gather influential women from all over the world, the country, the United States and the Bahamas, and have them come in to speak to young ladies and teenagers about building self-confidence, being brave and speaking out, and setting goals and aspiring to achieve those goals.
My platform is female empowerment through education, and I chose that platform because I feel like it's something that's dear to my heart. When I was growing up, you're young and you said that you really didn't want to be a role model, but now that I'm growing up, I noticed that a lot of girls look up to me. Even if you don't want them to, they see what you're doing and they want to be just like you. So I chose that platform because it was a great opportunity to let them know that you can do it.
Also to come tonight, the NPSA in full playoff mode. We've got the highlights coming up.
Adrian Wiley.
And then in Family Island news, how one island is being impacted by the addition of a fire truck. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain. Prime Minister Barry Christie and a cabinet delegation touring a $40 million investment set to transform the island of Exuma. The investment is expected to create 130 jobs. The group toured the February Point site with U.S. developer John Garvey, who heads a group of investors looking to complete the $8.3 million purchase. But value-added tax, or VAT, soon to be introduced, key officials from the Grand Bahama are in preparation mode. The licensing authority for the city of Freeport and executives of the Grand Bahama Port Authority say they are closely monitoring the feedback of business owners and licensees when it comes to the white paper titled Value-Added Tax Within a Reformed System. The document states that the exemption for the free trade zone would be secured by the provisions of the Hawksbill Creek Act. Officials are working closely with government to ensure the protection of the Grand Bahama Port Authority licensees and residents of the city of Freeport with regard to the implementation of VAT. And would you dance to secure a job? Well, Reuters is reporting that British electronics retailer Currys issued an apology this week after admitting that interviewees trying to earn a sales assistant job were made to dance. The job seekers who were attending the interview at Currys megastore in Cardiff, England, were made to perform dance routines during team building exercises. But the firm says that was not a part of the formal procedures. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain.